On to our power and control system. Before you know it, you'll be powering up your own locomotive. You can place the power pack wherever it's most convenient within your layout. Here we will position it on one of the four corners. For the ultimate in freedom of movement around the track, a tethered throttle is an option you may want to consider. Let's take a look at several power options. A DC power pack is actually very simple, and it's the one often sold in beginner sets. Electrical current flows from the power pack through one of the rails into the motor of the locomotive and back out the other rail, returning to the power pack. This completes the circuit. There's a power switch with your basic on-off settings, a direction switch that will take your train either forward or reverse, and the throttle to control the locomotive's power or speed. Notice that with DC control, any locomotives on the layout move at the same speed in the same direction, even if you turn one of the engines around. So what are we using to power the Madison Central? It's called Digital Command Control, or DCC. Sounds impressive, and it really is. The system we've used here is made by Atlas, but there are more than a half-dozen manufacturers of DCC, most of which are compatible with each other. The way DCC operates is through an electronic decoder inside the locomotive. Think of this as the brains of DCC. The decoder works like an engineer, responding only to the unique signals sent directly to it from the controller. This offers model railroaders great flexibility when they have two or more locomotives operating on the same track. In essence, it provides independent control. For example, you could have several engines all on the same track and command only one of them. Although you only need one DCC controller to start, each engine does require its own controller for fully independent operation. Okay, let's move on to our connections. To do this, we'll simply drill a 1/4 inch hole where the feeder wires exit our track and run them down through the hole. Then we'll drill a second hole next to our controller and run the feeder wires back up. We'll mount the transformer under the table to make things look nice and clean. Connecting the wires from the transformer to the controller is quite simple, as long as you make sure your feeder wires are connected to the correct terminals. Be sure to read the instructions that come with your power and control system. Finally, run the feeder wires from the track to the controller and connect according to the instructions. You're ready to roll.